Plaintiff Nicole Collins says the defendant has been one of her best friends since elementary school. But once Nicole became her landlord, everything changed. Nicole's suing because she rented a 3-bedroom house to the defendant and she failed to pay rent. Defendant Tiffany Carpenter says Nicole has always been aggressive, and once she beat down a door with a crowbar while fighting with her boyfriend.
Start with you.
Okay, so me and Tiffany, she's been one of my best friends since elementary school. We've been there to support each other through everything, the birth of our kids, crazy relationships. If I've ever needed somebody to come with me to pull up on a boyfriend, she's been all for it, ready to set it off, and vice versa. She's given me the impression she's a little bit lazy and somewhat welfare queenish when I became her landlord.
How so? What's the welfare part?
Just trying to figure out when I've had trouble collecting the rent, what's going on. She's great at doing hair. She was pursuing a nursing career. I always try to motivate her and support her in that.
That doesn't sound like a welfare type.
But she's
doesn't sound lazy either. You've been hanging around the wrong crowd for you to think folks are like that.
No, she's not a nurse
yet
either.
You sound like Ronald Reagan, welfare queens. When these women couldn't get jobs, they called them welfare queens. Because the society failed to educate them and prepare them for the job market. I'm coming here with that. You sound like one of them old bougie types.
No,
got
she's
you a
my
little
friend.
education, doing well, got you a house you're renting to, and all of a sudden she's welfare. She's lazy. She does work 2 jobs and go to school and does just that, but she's welfare type. What's welfare about her?
Just not reaching her full potential.
That's
I
welfare.
always push her.
That's welfare.
No, it's
I don't
not
think
welfare.
I have either.
No, it's not welfare.
Anybody in here think they have reached their full potential? No. We all are welfare types.
No, not at all.
What's welfare about her?
Just not reaching her full potential.
That's
I
welfare.
always push her.
That's welfare.
No, it's
I
not
don't think
welfare.
I have either.
No, it's not
Anybody in
welfare.
here think they have reached their full potential? No. We all are welfare types.
Plaintiff Nicole Collins is suing her former friend, who claims Nicole is so aggressive that she once beat down a door with a crowbar.
Let me hear from you, welfare. Welfare queen.
Well, Your Honor, we've been friends for numbers of years. I've always been there for her. There has been times where she has been a little bit aggressive. Like she said, we've been together when, boyfriend drama and all this stuff. She beat in the door with the crowbar.
What? I didn't beat it in.
Well, open the door with the crowbar.
While you were inside with a guy?
No, not me. We were going to go, see what's going on, check the scenery out. And we did. And we've,
crowbarred the door open.
Yeah.
What'd you do when you get in? When you got in?
Just got in there and, was checking the
Jump
scene
on
out.
somebody?
No, but they just talked, they talked some
I found
stuff
out what I needed to find out.
Pretty much.
With a crowbar in your hand, I guess they would talk.
No, the crowbar
when
was
they heard
the
it going
crowbar
in the door,
over.
the door was open. That was like open sesame.
What else you want to tell me about Miss Christine, perfect, excellent human being who's never been on welfare?
Well, I mean, she could be a
I've
little
been on welfare, by the
controlling
way.
at times.
I was on welfare with my mother for a while. And then when I went to college, believe it or not, my first year I received food stamps. My mother had died 3 months after I was in college, had no money, so I qualified for food stamps. And I went and got them. So me and you about the same. We've been on welfare.
All right.
You been on welfare?
I've been on welfare.
Oh, well, I was about to call you a lie, but go ahead. I ain't gonna let up on you after that. When folks come in here putting my folks down or trying to act bougie, I don't let you go.
I would never put her down.
All right, well, lift her up. Go ahead.
But yeah, we have mutual friends together. Sometimes she could be a little controlling with friends. But that's, yeah.
All right. Well, she ain't controlling enough to get you to get a job.
Well,
So she says, you tell me about that. I've been over here sticking up for you.
I was actually out of work. I had 2 kids back to back. And I was kind of in a depressed stage, my own self. I think you would say it was postpartum depression.
How long did you go without work?
Not very long, probably like about 8 months.
And what about your advanced training?
I am currently seeking to go back to school, but I work full time now. And
you have children, so it's hard to go at night.
Yeah, so more so I'm trying to get more money. I was trying to get more money. I'm a single parent, getting more money to pay the rent,
Right.
to pay the bills.
Okay, and that's what we're here about, and she's going to talk about that, what happened here.
So we signed a rental agreement in June 2018 where she would pay $1,200 a month to rent my 3-bedroom home until she got her housing choice voucher. In October of 2018, she started paying $500 a month.
October of 18?
Of 2018, yes. But the housing choice voucher didn't become effective until March of 2019.
Who was making up the difference from June until 8?
So I was left under the impression that she was going to, we started the housing choice
So she
voucher
never
process.
paid $1,200 at any point?
She did from June
That's
to
what I'm asking.
October.
June to October, she was able to pay the $1,200.
Yes.
And then she reduced it based on her pending approval of Section 8 voucher?
She reduced it to $500. So she was giving me $500, and that left a $700 difference.
Okay.
Yes.
And she hasn't paid that at all?
No.
All right. And that's how many months again?
That was 5 months.
Okay. When you've asked, what has she told you?
So there, in March, when the housing choice voucher became effective, we had a discussion about that. And I said, I need the money. I'm a single mother as well. I can't pay for your family to live in my house and pay for me and my kids
And
as well.
this was after she was approved?
This was after
or after she
approved.
began receiving?
Yes.
Which one?
We signed the Section 8 lease March 11th, 2019. So we had a conversation then.
When did her money start coming in? When did you begin getting
I got the
check?
first payment March 20th.
Okay, so you did get
So we had but when we signed the lease on March 11th, that's when we knew that they weren't going to pay in the arrears. So we had a conversation about that. And I said, if you don't have it to give all up front, let's just increase the rent a little bit. But then that never happened. She agreed, but it never happened. So that's why we're here.
My mother had died 3 months after I was in college, had no money, so I qualified for food stamps. And I went and got them. So me and you about the same. We've been on welfare.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You been on welfare?
I've been on welfare.
Oh, man, I'm about to call you a lie.
Plaintiff Nicole Collins is suing her former friend, who claims Nicole is so aggressive that she once beat down a door with a crowbar.
Was that a condition of her moving in, that she be approved for Section 8 and that she apply and be approved?
So she already got a letter saying
when she moved
that
in,
you're on the waiting list.
When she moved in?
When she moved in.
And you knew that?
That she was on the waiting list?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The initial, when we first made this agreement, she wasn't going to move in until it was actually effective. But she wanted to move from where she was sooner.
So you agreed to let her.
So that's when we agreed that she would pay the $1,200 a month until she actually got approved to be on till it was effective.
What do you say?
Okay. So, yes. I did move in June 1st.
Did you assume you were going to be approved?
Sooner? Because, they kept...
Did you assume?
Yes.
You assumed she was going to be approved?
Yes.
Her Section 8 application? Okay.
Yes, but we just didn't know when.
Got it.
Yeah. So, I actually received it back in November of 2018. And then, so... we had to get things squared away in the house. And that's the reason why it took so long for those months. Once I received the voucher, that's when we made an agreement to me paying $500 a month. And so then it took longer for them to approve the house because the house wasn't up to their codes. And so that's when
Okay.
we came to the agreement, and then things just started falling down to where I couldn't afford it. And then I started working, but then I had my car situation it just went all
What
out of
month
control.
did you face the inability to pay?
After I received my voucher, I couldn't afford to pay the back pay,
Right.
and we didn't know that they weren't going to cover it because when I went into
How about the pay going forward?
Yeah, so
Would you have been able to pay $500 a month?
Yes, I did pay the $500 a month, but I couldn't pay the extra that she was asking
For the back pay.
Yes.
Right. And then I have a copy
And that's
of...
what you're suing for, is the back pay.
Yes. And then I have a copy of what I was supposed to sign for the inspection readiness. And nowhere on here did it say anything about, so she left me under the impression that they would pay pending the inspection, but never on here did it say it doesn't start the date of the inspection, and that it doesn't start until when the inspection passed. So when I spoke with them to find out, well, how does it work with the payment and everything, that's when they told me that's her responsibility. She's aware that we don't start paying until everything is inspected, passed, and approved.
But that wasn't your agreement with her.
That was our agreement, yes, that she would pay $1,200 a month until her housing choice voucher.
But you allowed her to reduce it to $500 instead of the $1,200.
No, I didn't allow her to. I have the copy of the Section 8 lease agreement that states that's her portion. So that's why she just reduced it to her portion, because she left me under the impression that they were going to start paying their portion in October.
So you were under the impression you all had not discussed it and agreed.
No.
What we're doing here is going with the agreement you all made.
Right.
Not with what HUD made with you or what HUD made with her. We're going with the agreement you all made with each other.
Right.
Because had she not known, had you all not admitted today that it was a condition that she be approved for Section 8 in order to live there, then no, the amount wouldn't have been reduced, because that wasn't your agreement. Your agreement was, I'm charging $1,200, you give me $1,200. I don't care how you get it or where you get it from. Had you all told me that, then it would have been different. But what you've told me is her paying you was conditioned upon her getting approved for Section 8.
No, because this lease here was the initial one we signed.
With her, let's see it.
This was in effect until...
And the lease, the written agreement is binding, but my point is, that's what you told me when I first asked, and that's why that question was so relevant. You agreed to pay $1,200 per month, and there's no contingency on here. Ma'am, did you know that you had to pay the $1,200 even if they turned you down?
Pretty much.
You did know?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you owe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. $3,500 is your judgment. As she acknowledges, she signed a lease that does not have anything that says anything about Section 8. It says, I will owe you $1,200 every month. And had it said, if and when I get my Section 8 funds, it didn't say that. It says $1,200 any way you get it to me. So, judgment for the plaintiff, $3,500. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I hope we can get our friendship back on track. I'm glad we're putting this past us, because we have a lot of years invested in this.
Yes, I feel the same way.
Moving forward, I'm going to support you on going back to school and all of that. She's going to be great.
Plaintiff Keith Russell hired the defendant to do a project for him, but he was unable to complete the job due to his meth addiction. Keith claims while the defendant was working for him, his property kept coming up missing, so he's suing for the stolen property. Defendant Terry Hicks admits he was addicted to heroin for 14 years, but insists he's been clean for a year and a half. Terry denies stealing anything from Keith, and he's countersuing him today for unpaid wages.
Start with you.
Yes, I hired Mr. Hicks to help me on a project.
When?
2017.
Where'd you know him from?
He did a project for me back in 2009 through his father. Basically, I hired his father, then his father hired him.
Got it.
Plaintiff Keith Russell hired the defendant to do work on his home, but he claims the defendant turned out to be a meth addict who stole his property.
What was the agreement? What was he to provide, and how much were you to pay?
Just $100 a day.
To do what?
To help with painting, different things, whatever.
For how many days did you estimate it would be?
I didn't really estimate.
Okay.
It wound up being 18 months.
You had rental property or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Several?
Yes.
All right. Got it. And how did that work out?
It didn't. I mean,
Why?
Well, he stopped working. He missed days. He is sick. He's a meth head. He would miss days because he was sick.
When did you determine he was a meth head?
Well, his dad disclosed it to me when I hired him. And
in 2017?
Yes.
And yet you thought you would have a good worker for 18 months.
Yeah,
crystal meth head.
I give him an opportunity, and it just didn't work out.
And it stopped working out how long after you hired the meth head?
Until he quit. I just put up with whatever Mr. Hicks did.
Okay, when did he go bad?
6 months into the deal.
All right, so he did all right for 6 months.
Yeah.
Let me hear from you, sir, about working for it. Let's start with the agreement.
First of all, the agreement was 100 a day. I've never seen any of that. I've done work in this mess.
For 18 months, you've never received any money, sir.
No, I've received money, sir.
What do you mean you never saw any of that?
I've never saw the 100 a day. It's always been a 50 a here, or try to pay me when it.
Not once have you received $100 per day.
He said, I've never received $100 a day, sir.
Okay. And you say you have given him $100 per day.
Yes, sir. Every day.
Every day that he worked. And he worked, for the most part, every day for 6 months.
Yeah.
Until he went bad. So every day for 6 months, sir, he said he gave you $100. And you say he never gave you $100.
That is correct.
Ever.
Never.
All right. And tell me about the property you're alleging he stole.
Your Honor, Mr. Hicks, being the addict he is, this is when the 6 months come up, things started coming up missing. And I confronted Mr. Hicks about that, and I actually caught him unrolling my wire. And I said, what are you doing? I said, put that back. And just things just come up missing. And he would
Copper.
Yes, copper wire. There was copper for the line sets that are on the outside of the house for the 3 air conditioners. Those were broke off. I've got evidence of a letter from Mr. Hicks's father.
Let's see it.
Stating the fact that he didn't want to badmouth his son.
And copper is the most popular items that drug addicts steal now in resale because they're paid so well. If the house is vacant more than one day, all the copper will be gone.
Wow.
At least in Detroit it will be, and from what I hear, other major cities. In fact, in Detroit, they're getting electrocuted doing so. Sir, you're a drug addict? Let's start there.
We'll start there. I'm a recovering drug addict,
Okay.
14-year heroin addict, Your Honor.
Okay.
I've been clean for over 1.5 years now.
Okay, 1.5 years?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you say this began in 17.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you do these things? Did you steal any of the copper?
No, sir.
What do you think happened?
He's had people in and out of this house ever since I started working for him, so it's hard telling. Maybe he did
Did you leave the homes open overnight?
Sean had access to, because he would come and go before I'd get there, but also he had access to it. But I asked him last week, I said, when did you take my stuff? He goes, I took your stuff during the day, and he was using my car.
Sir, did you ever tell him you took his things?
No, sir. No, sir. No.
And you haven't had a relapse?
No, sir.
In 1.5 years?
In 1.5 years, sir. I'm on a Vivitrol shot.
What is that?
It blocks out all the cravings that I've ever had for any kind of opiate.
Plaintiff Keith Russell hired the defendant to do work on his home, but he claims the defendant turned out to be a meth addict who stole his property.
Do you have any evidence that he told you he took any of your things during the day or anything else?
Yeah,
You say he told you that. You say you never told him you took his things,
No.
right?
No.
Go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, he's lying about what he said. He apologized to me every time.
And this was during your addiction, the allegation he's making.
This is, and I also have evidence here that I loaned him, he needed money for
Did anyone else have access to the house? Keys?
just him.
Was there any forced entry at any time?
Two people, both doors were broke into at one time, but they didn't take anything because as soon as they would break in, the alarm would go off.
When was that? What month and year, if you can recall, or season, was the forced entry to the home where the property was stolen? I know you say he did it. I just need to know when are the other times that the door was open.
Yeah, as soon as
open.
and I'm not sure on the dates. They were pretty close together, front door, back door, and I have sensors on both of them. So as soon as they open, the alarm goes off. They leave. So.
And you were there each time they left?
Oh yeah,
You
alarm
you
system.
said the alarm went off. You get there and they just walk out the door and you say, the alarm got you.
Yeah,
but
pretty
go
much.
ahead,
Pretty
give
much.
it another try another day because
Try
I
the
have
front
an
door.
alarm.
Try the front door. Yeah.
Those two instances, you came shortly after the alarm came on and nothing was missing.
No, sir. Nothing.
All right. And you have no evidence of this statement he made about taking your things.
Him and I communicate. I have pictures of what Mr. Hicks
Let's see it, please. What?
that he packed up.
How do you know? He said he didn't.
Oh, I know, but he's a liar. He's a liar. He's telling you he's on drugs right now. He's just lying to you. I'm hoping you can.
How do you know he's on drugs now, sir?
Because he looks it.
You're a dope fiend for 14 years and you recovered a year and a half, you still look the same way.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I suspect.
But he
Gambling
apologized to me that
He's
did
a gambling
wrong.
addict.
He stole things from where he's living. I had my aluminum brake and other items where he lives.
So I'm inclined to believe you because he was in the middle of his addiction. But, I just need more and more. The more you can give me, the better the case is for you.
So basically, I had my aluminum brake over to his house because he was doing the siding and the windows for me. And the brake was at his house, thinking it was secure. So when I started asking for the brake, he's like, someone stole it. And then later, Sean says he needed money. So he sold the brake to...
Is that true, sir?
No, sir.
All right, you never had the brake at your home?
No.
No?
Sir. No, sir.
And do you have any evidence, any statement?
So how did he do?
Don't ask me questions. Give me answers. Give me answers.
Anyway. So Sean, how did you put the aluminum around the windows?
I didn't put no aluminum around the
There's
Sir, he's denying everything you say.
All right.
He's good at what he does. He did this for 14 years.
Yeah.
I've never, ever in my life been able to catch a heroin addict. Ever. I catch a crackhead pretty easy.
Yeah.
You can catch a crackhead in the lie. You're not going to catch a heroin addict.
All right.
They got so many stories for you, you've never heard the stories that they have for you. Now, you better be glad he ain't giving us one of these stories, but he know I know game when I see it,
and
so
that's
he's
what I was
not
hoping
going
for.
to disrespect me
That's
with
what I was
one
hoping
of those
for.
stories.
You can see
so he's
past
just
the
going to
story.
say no, because he knows if he give me some stories, I'm going to know it's a dope fiend story, and I'm going to throw him out of here.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. Teach me, how do I catch up a hair around here? Ain't no way to catch him, is it? I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell him. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sir, I'm trying to tell you, sir. I can catch. Bring me a crackhead, I can catch it. Heron, can't catch him. Go ahead, sir. Let me hear from you. Did you take any of the man's property? I know you just
No,
want to give
sir.
me
No,
straight
sir.
answers.
No, sir.
Anything else you want to tell me? No, sir. Right.
No, sir.
Look through closely and see if you see anything resembling what you said, sir. Because I really believe you, but I want to believe you. It sounds right, but I'm just not convinced. So you got to give me something to convince me.
Plaintiff Keith Russell hired the defendant to do work on his home, but he claims the defendant turned out to be a meth addict who stole his property.
Your counterclaim for unpaid wages is for what?
$5,000.
What did he do? How does he owe you the $5,000?
He kept $50 a day out of the $100 a day I was supposed to earn.
For what reason? Did you ask him why he was
yes.
keeping
I've
your
asked him every
50 a
time.
day?
Every time I've asked him to explain where my money's going, he wants to beat around the bush and not tell me about it. And I got proof.
Sir, did you withhold $50 from him every payday?
This crackhead left every day with money in
He's
his
not on
pocket.
crack, sir.
Meth whatever
That's
he
why
is.
you got beat. You
Yeah,
don't even know what
he
he was
is,
on.
whatever he is, he left every day with money. He'd lie to his wife, say that he wouldn't get money. His own father said that.
Sir, you have to prove that he's
Yes,
withheld
sir, I
money.
got
You
the
have
proof.
your proof?
Yes, sir.
Let me see your receipts. What do you have?
Everything is highlighted here.
What is it going to tell me?
It's going to tell you, it's going to give you text messages where he's beating around the bush about it.
Show me that. Show me where you ask him about
everything is
withholding
highlighted.
your money and what his
Everything
response
is highlighted
was.
right there.
3 pennies. Okay, defendant. I mean, you really want to do some math times $50 a day out of my pay for the last year and a half? I think you're way ahead of me owing you owe me. This is you to him. Plaintiff to defendant, you to him. We've already went over the numbers plenty of times. You cost me $13,000 on my refinance because of your lack of performance, but you're a good thief. I can do numbers too, pal, and your numbers don't add up. I think you think I'm a dumb. I'm definitely not, and I'm done talking and texting. All right, he's contesting. You have anything where he admits to owing? He's contesting that he owes you. He says your math is off. You say his math is off. And he won't have anything where they kept notes. All right, gentlemen, I can't help either one of you. No one has proven their case today. So your claim is dismissed and show is yours. Have a good day, gentlemen.
It's what it is.
No words.